Okay, hello. Today I just want to go over some kind of behind the scenes for my video, The Rise of Roblox's Smartest YouTuber, or The Rise of Temprist. There's a lot of like hidden details and stuff I didn't really say in the video, and also just giving more credit to parts that haven't really got the credit they deserve. Because, you know, I spent a long time editing this video, and even recording it, because I use a lot of my own scenes and pretty much everything. Everything was done by me. So I just want to rewatch it with you guys and go over some stuff that, you know, maybe you didn't know before. So I also looked at a bunch of comments to really get an idea of some things that you guys are wondering. And yeah, we'll go over everything. If you haven't watched the video already, go watch it first, because I'm going to be pausing every like 2 seconds, and you know, it's not going to be very good. It's not going to be very easy to process. Okay, so let's go.
This is Temprist, one of Roblox's biggest creators right now.
Oh my god, the mic quality. So let's start with this. How I got the idea for this video. And it was actually an idea I've had for the longest time, since last December, I think, when I finally got back into making Roblox videos after I've been doing Minecraft for like 3 years at that point. I came back to Roblox, and previously my kind of documentary storytelling videos, kind of like this, but with Minecraft stuff, those did pretty well. So I'm like, okay, how can I implement this into Roblox content, right? So I came up with the Rise of Flamingo, because at the time, like, I think only like one person made that video at that point, and it wasn't really exactly how I kind of envisioned it. I feel like I kind of skipped over a lot of the crucial details for like the actual Rise of Flamingo. So I had that idea for a while, but then like months later, after I did a couple like Roblox gameplay videos on my other channel, Getting Controller, I realized that a bunch of other people have now made the Rise of Flamingo, and their videos did really well, with like the newest ones keep on getting lower and lower amounts of views. So I knew I could not do that, at least not with the audience I had. I wouldn't be able to compete at all. So then I started thinking, I'm like, okay, I need to find another Roblox creator that I personally know really well. That way, like, I can really put my heart into it because I care about the creator and all that, and I kind of already know the story. So I came up with 2 ideas, and one of them was Temprist. Well, actually, I came up with a couple more ideas, but those aren't really revealed yet. So, but yeah, I've been a viewer of Temprist since like 2019, I think, and I kind of just watched the guy absolutely blow up. It's like I saw him in the Flamingo videos back then, and then I saw him eventually create his own channel, and then that channel did very well. So yeah, so I knew his story pretty well. The researching was kind of easy. Well, I shouldn't say that, but whatever. I've been ranting about this for too long.
This is Temprist.
So someone commented about how much effort I probably put into this alone, just text like appearing behind his head. And yeah, that's about it. Yep, I did that. Yeah, you're corrected. Yeah.
Temprist, one of Roblox's biggest creators right now, getting well over 1 million views every month.
The mic quality is so bad. It's the same mic I'm using right now, but I had like a fan on in the back, and I had horrible settings on my recording software and just the mic itself. So it sounded terrible, but now it sounds way more crisp and better.
But to understand how he got to such a successful career, being friends with so many popular creators we all know and love, we have to go all the way back to the beginning.
So that little intro there was kind of like my concept of the video. So I made this, like, I already knew I was gonna do the video, but I made the intro, and then I sent it around to all my friends and be like, hey, does this idea seem interesting to you? And does this intro really like intrigue you? And the feedback I got was really good. So I kind of just left it. I did do a couple changes though, and then
Way back to the beginning.
so that edit right there. So that edit, very interesting. I kind of just came up with it in my head.
No one love. We have to go all the way back to the beginning.
Which there was so much to this edit, bro. It actually took me a embarrassing amount of time to pull out this edit. But I wanted to really hint towards like me calling Temprist in the video without saying it. And I feel like it kind of did that, but at the same time, I feel like it was kind of obvious once you saw that. But it was still pretty interesting, because like you're expecting to hear the rise and not really be able to see the research. It's kind of just a new thing that I'm kind of starting. Like no other documentary YouTuber gets their information from the source itself. Like I can't think of anyone that's done that before, especially in like the Roblox niche. So me doing that was really unique to, you know, contact the source, get it. Oh, well, we'll talk about that later. But if you go like frame by frame, you can really see how much effort I put into this. Like you got like this weird glitchy like white, I don't even know what to call it. But then you also got this that is very hard to see at first, but then over time it becomes more clear and you can really see. And then, you know, it goes back. And that part, actually, believe it or not, was, well, the entire video kind of. It all was inspired by Across the Spider-Verse, with like that glitchy style they always do. I had just watched it like a couple days before editing. I'm like, okay, I want to implement this into it. I want to have a very glitchy style inside the editing.
Temprist first made his Roblox account under the name of Lemon7Squeeze. 80s when he was just 7 years old.
So I did make this image. You can kind of see it a bit glitchy right there, but you know it's only on screen for a couple seconds, so who cares? But I did take some time on that.
10 minutes in, I ran into a problem.
Alright, I have no idea how to get up here.
The gravity coil wouldn't pull me upwards enough to climb the mountain. But I had an idea. If I can drop one of my gears, then jump on it mid-air while using the coil, I'd get a double jump.
That glitch I learned from one of my own games. We had like a parkour thing with, it was a leaderboard, but not really, because you had to like manually time yourself and then upload on YouTube, giving us like the time, and then we would put on like the ranks on the Discord server, on the game's Discord server. Some guy figured that you could drop like an item you spawn with, which was actually just a brick, and you could use it and jump on it. And that's just how I learned about that glitch. Although I think it's kind of well known now, but this was like 4-ish years ago.
So I tried it again and again, a few more times, till eventually, yes.
So when I was choosing like the songs for this, which I spent a ungodly amount of time finding the right music. Like 90% of the time I spend on these videos is finding the music, because I want the music to really fit the scene. I've always been interested in like movies. Like even as a kid, before I was really into video editing, I was always interested in like the music choice and the editing overall in movies. So I wanted to make sure the songs fit, and I think I did a pretty good job of that. Now these animations that are playing now, there it is, where it's like me walking, those were animated by a friend of mine named Matthew, who's done videos where like he reanimates Creed Crafts and tries to get him to see it. He's doing one with laughability now, which should be out now. It's coming out after my laughability video. Laughability video so far, which might be out by the time you're watching this. There's so many people that are helping me out with it. Not particularly with like editing or any of that, just you know, helping out with scenes, playing as characters.
Yeah, there we go. I've been climbing this thing for like 30 minutes now.
So that montage was almost cut out of the video entirely. I made it, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so bad for engagement. Because like before I didn't have the animations. This is how the animation got added. Basically, it didn't have any animations. It was completely boring. Every time the video was synced with the music, it was just super off-putting, because you know the camera would barely move. So I asked some like friends of mine, like, hey, do you think this is boring? Okay, it's been a couple days, so I might be repeating myself a bit. I was very abruptly cut off by a personal thing. So yeah, so a friend of mine animated those clips of me just walking from a different perspective. Those are animations made by a friend of mine named Matthew. He's made a couple of videos where like he reanimates Roblox YouTubers, and then has like this whole like storyline to it. They're so good. Go check them out. He helped a lot with this video, and I imagine he's going to continue to help a lot with these videos. Go check him out. He's a really cool guy.
Yeah, there we go. I've been climbing this thing for like 30 minutes now. I had reached the...
That was not a joke. It took forever. Actually 30 minutes to climb that. But that was mainly because I got stuck, and you know, I had to try to figure out how to get it, and then I couldn't get it. I actually got it. I got it the first try, but I didn't record it, so I had to go back and then do it again. So it wasn't a great experience. But if you notice, all the games that like I'm playing in the background, all of those are games made by Temprist on Roblox. And I just wanted to make sure that everything you see was made by Temprist. There's no confusion. Everything is Temprist, you know.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. That was easy.
If you notice the very loud like fan noise, just ignore it. Look, it was the middle of summer. I don't have air conditioning, so that's what you got. And it actually hurts when I have to record like long videos like this. To do the entire scripts for these videos, to like say the entire thing, it takes about 20 to 30 minutes, just from like, you know, pauses, like breaks to like take a drink or something, and then re-saying some lines in like different tones, because I have like a vague idea of like the feeling I want for each scene, but often I have to redo it a couple times to try to get it exactly. And then usually in editing I have to do it again to fit the music that I chose. So it's a whole process, but we get through it.
Temprist would continue to play Roblox and build silly ideas till no...
All this old Roblox footage is from YouTube. I was going to credit the person, but I forgot to. Actually, I might have. Like the first time I showed it, I might have actually gave credit. I don't know though. I really hope I did though. If not, I'll throw his name on here. I know that doesn't really equal, because the views on this video is not going to be the same as that video. So I'm sorry for that. It's whatever. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm pretty sure you won't care. The videos were uploaded like 10, 15 years ago, so I doubt the guy's ever even gonna see this. He probably moved on. You know, he's probably working for like Elon Musk now or something.
Temprist wanted to make the best submission possible, so without hesitation, he started working. Temprist had gotten a better score than 80% of everyone.
So I didn't actually recreate it. I just pretended like I did. And actually, I had to reach out to Temprist. Let me actually pull up the DMs. So all the way up here. This was before we did the entire interview thing. We had it planned though, but at this point I was still like researching and stuff. And I wanted to see if he still had his submission. Because at this point, I don't think anyone has ever seen it. Like anyone in the public has ever seen the submission, unless you were like around back then. Do you remember anything about the Maldark's event? To my understanding, it was a building contest. Is the build still explorable? And he didn't want to put the game like on public or anything, I guess. So he sent me a screenshot. I'm like, okay, I can work with that. So I'm like, awesome, thank you. And then just out of the kindness he has, he's like, I'll send you the place file. What? I know like how the video makes it sound. Like me and Temprist, we're not that close. Like I've been watching him for years. Like he knows my name. He recognizes it and all that. But it's not like we're like friends or anything. So him doing this was just so nice of him. And then like he just kept sending me information like, here's the wiki for it. Here's the web archive. And yeah, I still have the place file. I'm opening it right now. So this is the exact place file. So nothing's changed here. Every script is the same. Everything's the same about it. All I did was just copy this and like pretended to rebuild it over there somewhere. But it was pretty cool. I don't know what the circle is. Okay, I think it's just a particle emitter thing. But yeah, it's pretty simple. Like nowadays, this looks like a pretty bad build. But back then, it deserved the placement that it got. It's so weird because like you see this and you're like, oh yeah, that's Temprist. But no, it's not what the mask is. Let me actually hop in the game. Oh, I forgot about that. You know, we'll work with it. Man, UGC, this is not right. Having an Arthro Lightning McQueen limited UGC in a place like this from a build from a long time ago. Well, this is a clone machine. So you hop in it. It's now running. To my knowledge, I don't think it works though. Oh, it turned me into a monster. Like if we go into here, yeah, it just turns you into a rock over here.
Lemon 7 Squeeze eventually changed his username to Temprist sometime in 2012, but shortly after.
So you can really see that glitchy effect I was talking about. That was like inspired by Into the Spider-Verse. So it's kind of foreshadowing to the next scene, right? If we go ahead a couple frames, yeah, right here, it's just 2012, and then you get a glitch, 2015, 2012, another glitch, 2015, then you get to the sapphire where it's, you know, 2015, yeah.
Temprist had Roblox with a bio stating, I've made many friends in memory.
So I wanted those, like, I don't know what to call them, jump scares, I guess, because they're very shocking when they show up, but I wanted them to feel out of place, like they don't belong there. Like it feels like someone just like randomly threw them into the editing. That was done on purpose, which sounds like an excuse for like lazy editing, for not like blending it in well. But trust me, it was on purpose.
But this game isn't as fun as it used to be. Thank you to all my friends and enemies for the amazing experience I've had on this game.
So that scene, I was editing like inside a call. It was a group chat call, and I'm like, I think we were just like going back and forth of like what to put there. I'm like, okay, what if I just do it like, you know, he's like shutting off his computer, you know, like laying down, getting off in the night. And what I was trying to show there, we all have like those old like Xbox 360 friends, or like PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4 friends that like you play with every single day. Even some Roblox friends, like literally any sort of online friend that you're playing with every single day. One night, they just log off and never log back on. This is what I was like trying to get the vibe of. That's what I was trying to show. It's like that's technically what he was doing. You know, he used to play with all these people. During my research, I actually found a lot of videos, or not a lot, but a couple of videos that were like, rest in peace, like Lemon 7 Squeeze. And they're like 10-year-old videos. And I guess they're like old friends of Temprist. I show one of them in this video at some point, but I just thought that was cool to kind of get like history, you know, because I didn't play Roblox back then. So kind of just seeing that and then seeing like Temprist's name from back then, like before anyone even knew about him. It's really cool to see. That's when the story runs into a problem.
Besides what I've just told you, there was almost no information about Tim before his success. I looked through his videos, all his profiles, and his wiki. There was nothing. And to put it simply, I've been lying. Ever since you clicked on this video.
W predicament? Predicament? That doesn't sound right. Is that predicting? I don't know. I don't know what the word is. But I saw a comment about this actually. You see like 100k views. I predict that. And that was kind of like, cause like when I was talking to like my friends about this video idea, I'm like, bro, this is gonna blow me up. I'm gonna get 100,000 views and we're gonna be good. And then as you can see, it got, you know, 3 times that amount. But you see here, that is my old main channel, which I have a lot of Roblox like gameplays on and some Minecraft stuff on there. Cause like that is mainly a Minecraft channel. Well, I don't know. It's kind of 50-50. Like, I don't know. I've gone back and forth so many times with that channel. Like, where it's like a Roblox channel, then it's a Minecraft channel, then it's a Roblox one. And because I did it so much, the channel just wasn't doing well. Like, no matter what I uploaded, even if I put, like, this video out on that channel, it probably wouldn't have done well. Which is why I decided, like, I don't know, we had, like, a whole meeting in my friend group about it. And we basically just came to the conclusion that I should just start a new channel, put this video on that channel, and yeah. The only thing that I got wrong about this theory, we'll just say, no, because it's not a theory. Prediction, oh my god, bro, was how long the video was going to be. Even though I could have easily changed that. I was a whole minute off. And then down here says sometime earlier, because, you know, yeah.
I had to find a way to contact Temprist himself. But how would I, a random kid with 2,000 subscribers, reach out to one of the best performing Roblox YouTubers? Well, you see, here's how I've been lying. I know someone who can contact Temprist. I know someone who Temprist has supported for years now. And that's because I am that person.
So those comments I showed are from another channel of mine, actually. That kind of did the same videos that Temprist used to do, where like it's like a character in this huge house that just keeps getting into this random crazy situations. Kind of like SpongeBob, I guess. That's kind of the best way I can put it. It's like a cartoon show, but not. But I used to make those, as you can see in this comment right here, actually. Hey, Tempest. I don't know what this is, but I basically just say that I make videos inspired by his videos, basically. And those 2 screenshots are from that. Like, this was like one of my first interactions with Temprist. He was live streaming back when he used to live stream. He doesn't do too much anymore, but you know, I said this, and then he's like, oh, you gotta show me that. So I'm like, okay, the channel name is this. And then like right after the stream, I get a notification that, you know, he saw the video and that he commented. It was amazing. Even though I knew that he most likely just didn't watch it at all, it was still super nice of him, because those videos were horrible. But about that whole like I'm lying to you part, even that itself is kind of a lie. I'll get into that. But first I want to show you like the way I hinted towards this video, because like for the small like viewer base that I had, I don't like saying fan base, because most people watch me and they're not a fan. You know, it's not like they hate me, they're just not a fan, you know. But anyway, like I hyped this video up as, in this video I'm gonna call a really popular YouTuber. You know, I hint to like my next video is going to be a huge project, possibly leading to a series. It's going to be a series. The first episode will be featuring one of the biggest Roblox YouTubers currently, and I mean that. The next day, I released this trailer.
But there was just one issue. You ready?
And now this final shot, like it made everyone go, oh my god, it's gonna be laughability, it's gonna be laughability. Which is kind of funny, because now my next one is laughability. It's kind of cool. This screenshot, I remember this. This was 2019. This was before the streams. So this was, I think this is actually my first interaction with him. Like my very first. I joined him in game, and we talked for like an hour about like, you know, YouTube editing, stuff like that. Just kind of joking around with each other. I said, I heard crops go faster when they see Temprist's face. And then he said, maybe. Yeah, that's all that happened. That's in one of his winter specials, like Christmas specials, where like the snowman comes along. I don't remember which one exactly. I think it's the newest one. But yeah, I'm just in the background there. So, the big reveal.
Going from Lemon Simmons to that.
I don't really know. I came up with it like 10 years ago.
So, this entire interview part is fake. The big reveal, it's fake. And I'll explain exactly what happened here. Basically, when I reached out to him, I'm like, hey, can we like call on Discord for a video for my channel? And he's like, sure, I'd be down. And then basically because of like his schedule and stuff. And, you know, just like, we're Roblox YouTubers. We're not the most social people. So we figured like, okay, I'll just send you the questions and then you can just, you know, by yourself, record your response, and then I'll just put it all together. That's basically what we did. And also, I have never seen this graph before. This is really cool to see. I have not seen this graph yet. Let me actually take a screenshot of that. That's so cool. So, I don't know what he says here.
Came up with like 10 years ago, but I think it started as Temprist.
Because I thought he said like temp and then wrist, you know, like the part under your hand. And then I asked him about it. He's like, hey, was your old username temperist like that? And then he said no. He said it was temporiz. And I'm like, but that's not what you said here. So I don't know, but I decided to go with the written form instead of the part that I didn't know if it was entirely true. And I didn't want to like make him re-record the lines because, you know, that's too much work for something so little. This is a clip from one of his streams where I didn't donate, but I sent like a text-to-speech message saying him to like spin around 3 times, crouch up and down, jump, something, and then say poopy head to laughability. So we did.
And he succeeded.
So a lot of people, I guess that makes sense why people kept rewinding at this part, because I didn't really show that message on screen for that long. Basically reads, honestly, my entire career is based off one snow day he had in 2018. So he didn't go to school. He stayed up late one night, and that's where Albert and Jake were doing a minion raid. I managed to catch their server, and since I wanted to stick out from the crowd, I put on the dumb yellow mask. It was all just for the joke, and now it's like his brand. I also made that Photoshop.
With help of Temprist's friend,
So I don't really know what I was thinking there when I said friend. Because like I knew Unequipped was his brother. I can't even explain myself there. I think I just misspoke.
This would lead to one of the most creative, funny, entertaining, extravagant, magnificent, epic, cool, nice, sweet, crazy series.
So that was actually just my brain like really struggling. Like when I was writing the script, I just didn't know what word to use there that would really give the emotion. So I'm like, you know what? Just write them all down. Write every single one.
And with that, mansion number 2 was born.
So it's kind of funny because like this whole scene was originally another montage using an entirely different song, you know, way more fast paced. So with a lot of these scenes, I had to like slow them down, smooth them out, but it worked out. I just happened to have enough different shots to make it work. Bro, this shot right here sucked to get because basically, not sure what happens to his arm there. I honestly do not know, but why this was so bad to get. And I had to do it so many times. It was because I needed that little part to fall from the sky. I don't know why I decided that I wanted that, but I did. And
Sometimes me and Unequipped will develop an idea.
and what I wanted to happen was like when it hit the ground, it like fell into multiple pieces. And I couldn't get it on that one, on the one you just watched. There was so many takes of this that I just kept on putting it into the video. Each time it's a different take. So that was the first take.
Had an idea.
Take 2, because I kept trying different scripts to try to get it to work, but they just weren't working. I ended up spending like an hour, maybe an hour and a half trying to get this to work.
Idea in place. They made
And then I finally got it there.
to escape this haunted house.
This right here, I actually took an hour to edit. And it was because I had to sync. I don't know why, but I just could not sync it with the video, right? Like, I couldn't sync the music with the video. Or, I couldn't sync the cuts with the music. It was just so hard. It's like when you listen to the song, right? Listen.
Haunted house.
Each one is a different note. And so I basically had to figure out which notes I should make it actually cut and which ones I should make it just stay there. And you know how there's like a wave thing? I don't know what it's called. But when you're editing, there's a wave thing for each sound. For some reason, mine just like, well, I know why. It's because the noises weren't loud enough, but they just weren't really distinguishing themselves. So it was so much harder to actually pull this off. That's why it might be a bit scuffed at some points.
Minecraft and Roblox collided.
This scene also took about an hour because I had to go into the studio and had to get my Roblox avatar just standing there. And then I also had to go into Minecraft Java, get replay mod, and film this entire thing and make sure it lines up. So I actually had to go into the pixels and make sure that
With the use of
that those two sort of skylines right there, they link up to each other. I had to make sure of that. It might be off by a couple pixels. I think I can actually tell that this one's a tiny bit higher, but it doesn't matter.
an overwhelming amount of editing.
It made me appreciate this video so much more that Temprist was making, because to line it up that well, and make it actually look like the Roblox avatar is in the Minecraft world is just crazy. Because obviously, it was all green screen, right? I think Temprist actually said that on his Discord server when the video came out. He showed like a bit of behind the scenes. And the Roblox avatar is completely green screened into this world. So he just had to walk and line it up so well. It is crazy editing that I would never do. Unless like there's some super obvious trick to it that I just haven't understood yet. I can never do it.
But he wasn't going to give up yet. He still...
So I don't know what happened there. I was just recording and then the avatar randomly just like glitched out and stood up.
A secret account with commentary.
So that's not the actual account. If you didn't if you didn't know. So there's two things that I think might have happened here. I think either this just a random account that I inspect elemented, or I actually made this account. I can't remember. I made this video 6 months ago, and it's crazy that it was that long ago. Time is just going super fast. Okay, so someone does so I didn't make the account, someone else owns it, and they made Hello Neighbor Obby. Interesting. And they stopped following one person. No, it's not the same account. This is Inspect Elemented. I remember now.
Which was very new for Tim.
People commented about me like shaking the screen. I just thought it was funny. Like when I'm talking, I shake the screen.
Up to almost 1,000 subscribers.
So I don't know how I said that wrong in the script. So I corrected it here. And this is actually kind of like an editing note. I put this down to be like, okay, so, you know, before I put out the video, I got to go back and change that. I have to re-record the line and say 100,000 instead of 1,000. But I forgot. So just, it's there now, and it's kind of a joke, which is funny, because in the last video that came out, I'm pretty sure the same day, he made the same exact mistake. It was 100,000, but he only said 1,000, and it was just a huge coincidence that Laughability made the exact same error.
And helped Dennis Daily host a new series.
So everything right here is just information that happened after I already scripted and recorded the entire video. So I had to go back and record all this part, completely scrap the outro I had before. That way I can just add all this information, which is why it's like kind of speeding through it all now.
And I fully believe he'll be reaching 1 million subscribers in no
That's a
time.
weird edit. So this is this channel before I released the video. I didn't have a profile picture yet. This profile picture was made by a friend of mine named Matthew. The same guy that made the animation at the start here for the montage thing. Right here, I think. He just threw together a render of my avatar and then put it over the background of like my usual profile picture. I took my profile picture, made the background red. This is what it looked like. One subscriber. That one subscriber was probably Matthew. I'm not too sure who it was, because this was like the second I made the account, and obviously that was changed to green as well.
Yeah, see ya.
I love this outro. People do not appreciate this outro enough, but I think I topped it off in my Laughability video. I think I did it better. I just love how it like spins and then fades out. Oh my god. I think I stepped it up in the Laughability video. You guys are gonna have to see. Which is, it's out now, by the way. I know I said earlier that it might not be, but it is. Because now I'm late to uploading this video. Because the Laughability video is 2 weeks old at the time of recording this. And by the time you're seeing this, it's probably 6 months to a year old. I can never find time to edit. See you guys in Laughability behind the scenes.